Alright, I know I say this a lot, but this is supposed to be a short video because I don't have a long drive. But welcome to Sci-Fi Express Lane. This is Jeff Carroll, science fiction writer. Seems like the one with the dirty camera lens, but anyway, today I'm going to talk about after the end of racism. What will the world be like when racism ends? And I know I talked about my theory on how racism will end. I just got some more information on that from a presentation that I saw. So it was really cool. But a black guy, friend of mine, asked me, what do I think will happen after racism is over? And do I think black people will be aggressive towards white people? And I was like, golly, I couldn't even believe somebody would think that, you know, with all the access to those scenarios already being played out, you know, with Mugabe, with not necessarily South Africa, but, you know, with Jamaica, with, you know, places that were formerly areas of black oppression that have been liberated. You know, white people walk freely in Haiti. You know, that's the first nation of liberated oppression. You know, so if there was some retaliation going to take place, it would take place there. I mean, I hear it's a little dangerous for white Americans or white people to go to a reservation, but that's realistic because shoot, they still living. They're not fully liberated, you know. There's still white people, you know, or just Americans, all of us living on indigenous people's lands. So I can see them still having a chip on their shoulder. But in terms of black people being physically aggressive, you know, going on like some reverse purge after we are in the majority, or minorities are a majority here in America, black and brown people, I just don't see it. You know, I talked about the fear of black science fiction tied in to the fear of white people, that black people would do that, but I never thought that black people would actually envision that. I had a friend that I had to unfriend on Facebook who actually, he grew up around a lot of white people. He's a black kid that can go through the hood. So I don't know, you know, where his difficulty was, but maybe he felt very uncomfortable in the hood, you know, but he actually felt that, you know, the hood was as dangerous for white people as it is for as a white neighborhood is for black people. And I'm like, there is no, in all the years of America, all the years of black neighborhood, ain't never been no Ahmaud Arbery. You know what I'm saying? The white people that I know, there's white people in every hood. There's an Eminem in every hood. Now, can you come through there going N-word, 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 N-word? No, you can't do that. You can't go on there on no Trump nonsense. You know, you get your behind beat, but are you going to get beat because you're white? Are you kidding me? First of all, that's crazy. But, you know, even in that petri dish, black people ain't fully liberated. But with white people getting beat down, you know, in any black neighborhood in America, in Rosewood, in Tulsa, in any of these sunken cities, no, there ain't no history of that. Even when we did get our taste of freedom here in America, we didn't get that. Now that we are free, you're still not getting that. So what makes me believe that that would happen? Nothing. However, I do know that it is a fear that white people have. Shoot, Birth of a Nation was just fearful of black legislation. And they tried to clown black people and say that we would be, you know, uncivilized in how we would serve in Congress. We'd be chasing white women down and raping them. God, dog, but that was clearly racist, right? Barack Obama, our first black president, had a black wife. He ain't chasing no white women down. He didn't even have large doses of jungle fever, and he's biracial. So I don't know what the problem is. Then my other science fiction writer Robert Heinlein, who's the one that wrote Starship Troopers, he wrote a book called Farnham's Freehold. And he put out there that at the end of it was a post-apocalyptic story, and the people got free and they went out into the world, and the world was run by black people. And black people had big pots of soup, and in the soup they found white hands floating, you know. But that is a racist book, you know what I'm saying? Or a book that stoked racist feelings and racial beliefs. He also put in there that, you know, white women were being used as, what do you call it? Cows for milk and embryos. I mean, holding children for the next generation. That's some crazy stuff. There's nowhere in world history where black people have done that to anybody, really, to anybody, but to white people. So again, we're cannibals, right? And then again, we are oppressive. But I don't think that's the case. I think post-racist America will look like Canada. I think it will look like countries in Africa where, you know, what black people wanted as a freedom will be given to them. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know any books that reflect that, but I'm just going by the different petri dishes that we call countries where these experiments have already played out. So we don't have to have, you know, too much speculation because we've seen it. But if how it happens here in America, I'm waiting to see, but I don't know. And I know all types of angry black people. Ain't no black people ain't got time to be tying some white woman up in between horses and killing her. I ain't got time. I don't know any black people that is so savage they want to lynch a white person in a public square and sell their body parts. Are you kidding me? There's no, what? I don't know. I know a lot of angry black people, but, you know, if anything, headshot kill in a war, in a conflict, you know, but they ain't got time to be that savage to create some type of sadistic ceremony that's like a lynching, stand around and watch a black person be burned. I mean, a white person be burned. Who does that? I'll just say that had that not existed in European culture, you know, before they came to America, then I don't even think they would have done it in America. But that's some savage stuff. So I don't think black people will do to white people what they did, what was done to them, what white people did to them and to us. I never encountered it, you know, in all my years of revolution, marching with Reverend Sharpton, working with Jesse Jackson, meeting Minister Farrakhan, and working with the Nation of Islam. Nowhere, ever. So to throw that out. And I also think if anybody did try to do that, the masses of black people would get in the way and stop that, because we ain't got time to be that uncivilized. That's crazy. Lynching somebody, and even another black person. Are you crazy? I mean, things have happened, you know what I'm saying? People have gotten stoned and wild stuff have happened, you know, but on some wild level of acceptance, like what they did to Emmett Till and they got away with it. Are you kidding me? No way. I think that's racist, propaganda, fear-mongering ideas. So I argue that down. And that's it. So that's the end of me today. Peace.